Hi there, Kelly Shaffner here. Welcome to my channel. Today's video, guys, is all about the shoes. I am so glad that you showed up to see the shoes that I thrifted while I was in Colorado to sell in my Poshmark Closet. If you are new to the channel, I invite you to subscribe and join me for a future video. If you love videos about shoes, you're in the right place, guys. Shoes are my favorite thing to thrift, to sell, and also to purchase for myself. I am an avid shoe collector. As you can see, many of the shoes behind me are actually mine, but a lot of them are for sale too. I put some of my favorite shoes on these shelves, so it's in my office and I get to look at them while I work. But today's video is all the thrifted shoes. Everything is photographed and ready to be listed. Some of the shoes are listed, and guys, one of the shoes sold, and I'm kind of sad. I'm excited. I'm very, very happy about this sale, but I really wanted to hold these boots in my hand and share them with you. It was such a fun find. All of the shoes in this haul were purchased at the Goodwill Outlet bins where you pay by the pound. I paid $1.49 per pound. I brought home 189 pounds of shoes and clothing, and the price is $1.49 regardless of whether it's textiles or shoes, and that brought my cost per item to $1.15 per piece. Now back to the boots that already sold. I found these boots. I will not forget where I found these boots. I found them at the Goodwill Outlet bins in Aurora when they were rolling out fresh bins. My sister and I both lined up to just get all the shoes that we could. We are those crazy shoe people, and we found some good. I think they're pretty good, but these boots were the ones that I was most excited about, and I just filled my arms full of shoes, went back to the cart, and you can imagine my excitement when I found these tall Freebird leather boots. These were called the Cash boots. They were so beautiful. This is the second time that I have found Freebird by Steven in the bins, and guys, both times I found them at the Goodwill Outlet bins. The first time I found them at the Phoenix bins, and this time I found them at the Aurora bins in Denver, Colorado. It was so wonderful. They were my size too, guys. They were a size 8, and tall boots aren't really my thing. I love booties, but these were so beautiful, absolutely beautiful, and I had no doubt in my mind as soon as I got them listed that they would sell. I listed them last night. Yes, last night. I woke up this morning to 2 offers on the boots, and I was consistently sending out 20% off the boots. I listed them, I think, for $210, and someone accepted my offer of $168. Maybe I priced them too low. I'm not sure, but I am very, very happy that the boots are going on to a new home. That was such a fun find. And if you are lucky enough to come across a pair of Freebird boots or shoes or anything by Freebird, I would definitely look it up. I would personally pay up for it. I have never found this brand in a thrift store, but they just bring so much attention to your closet, and it was short-lived. That was the part that kind of bummed me out, that from the time I listed the boots until the time they sold was about 12 hours. So happy about that sale. You guys, I spent, I think, $282 on all of the 189 pounds. So I made a big portion of my money back on just the sale of these boots alone. Now, everything is mixed up, guys. I think I have 27 pairs to share with you today, and I am so curious how much all of these shoes weigh. I mean, if you're curious, stick around to the end, because after I finish filming this video, I'm gonna weigh these shoes and see how much of this haul is actually shoes. I purchased 29 pairs. I did send a pair of shoes, a fun pair of shoes at that, lightweight though, to a friend that I am doing a box swap with. So if you want to see that final pair of shoes that I picked up while I was in Denver, make sure that you are subscribed and tap the bell so you'll get a notification when that video is published. Okay, without further ado, I'm jumping in, guys. I really am going to jump in and share all the shoes with you. I know that's why you're here, not to hear me chat. These are Lucky Brand. Lucky Brand, I called these a peep toe slingback bootie. These are all leather. This leather is so incredibly soft. Look how supple that is. This is about a 3.5 inch block heel. These are in really good condition. They did have the price tag. I wasn't able to get the price tag off with either acetone or Goo Gone. Nothing. I tried really hard. So I did mark out the price tag. And I don't remember what the price was, but these are a size 8.5 Lucky Brand. Okay, next up, I didn't pick up many heels. In fact, my sisters asked me, what are you looking for in shoes? And I told them leather. I'm looking for boots. I'm looking for leather. Of course, I'm always looking for Birkenstocks and Crocs, but for my sisters who are not resellers, when they're out there thrifting the bins with me and they say, what are you looking for? I tell them leather. That's mainly what I'm looking for. Leather shoes just hold up better than synthetic shoes, but that doesn't stop me from buying cute, trendy, man-made shoes. These are Sam Edelman. These are called the Patty heel. This is a very sensible heel. It's only about 3 inches. I like that. This is just a classic heel by Sam Edelman. This is a pretty popular style, and that's why I went ahead and brought these heels home. Like I said, I avoided heels on this trip, but I will pick them up if I feel like they'll be a good seller. Next up is a pair of Naote. These are made in Israel, and these are kind of a comfort clog, and there is a following for Naote. I don't know, am I saying that right? These are kind of iridescent. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. They have an iridescent sheen to them. They're in very, very good condition. And it's funny because the day that I took the pictures, the photographs of these shoes, I actually sold a pair of Naotes. These are a size 38 Naote. Let's play guess the brand. Do you know your shoes? Can you tell me who this brand is? I'll tell you what, I bought these because of the brand. These are Timberland, and Timberland is a great seller, but I have never sold a pair of Timberland shoes that look like this. These are a leather, and a cool color leather too, kind of a caramel brown. It's more of an orangey brown leather. They look like a loafer, but they are a mule. This is about a 2-inch block heel on them. Look at the soles on these. The soles look marvelous on these. I found these at the Colorado Springs bins. That was the first place that I went. And, you know, I was not sure how this trip was going to go. So when I found these, they looked small to me, but they're actually a size 7. I decided I'm going to give them a try. I don't know. You can see they have been worn quite a bit because you can barely see that Timberland logo, you know, the label on the shoe, but the shoes are in fine condition, so I decided to give it a try. My sister found these shoes and all the madness at the Aurora bins, and she picked up several shoes just like I did. These are a smaller size. I wish they were a little bit larger. Then they are a summer or springtime shoe, but people wear sandals year round. These are Donald J. Pliner. They're a size 6, I think, 6 or 6.5, size 6. Because they're Donald Pliner and they're in marvelous condition, I brought them home. All right, next up are some shoes, guys. These are shoes that I grabbed up in my arms. You guys would have been so proud of me because I got several shoes when I ran, well, and I did run to the bin. These are Doc Martens, and they look like this. These are men's Doc Martens. I think the number on this style is the 8053. Black leather Doc Martens men's. These are a size 12. This is what the soles look like. You can see there is a little bit of heel drag. I took good pictures of that, but I mean, it is hard to wear out a pair of Doc Martens. So you know how I clean these up with my Doc Martens Wonder Balsam, and they cleaned up nicely. They are listed for sale, but that wasn't it, guys. Where there is one, there is often another. I'm sure this was probably the same donor. These are Doc Martens. Now, these are the vintage Doc Martens. You can see here, it does say made in England, but it's basically the same style shoe, a brown Doc Marten. Now, the size on these is gone. Yeah, it was just worn off. So I did have my husband, who has a size 12, try on the shoes, and he said they are exactly the same size. These ones have a little bit more wear, and they also had broken shoestrings on them. So I ordered new shoestrings. You can see brand new shoestrings, but unfortunately I didn't pay attention when I ordered the shoestrings, and I bought shoestrings for a Doc Marten boot. These are only a 5i, so I have an Amazon order to get the correct size shoestrings, but these I did photograph with the extremely long shoestrings on them. You can see there is a little wear on these, a little heel drag in the same kind of spot, but I have those listed. You guys know I am not a big seller of men's clothing, shoes, fashion at all, but when I do find something like Doc Martens that I know will sell regardless, I do pick it up. Okay, these are kind of sweet. This is just a suede. This is a I don't know, a taupe tan, a light color suede slip-on sneaker, and do you see it right there? They're Fry. They are Fry. You can see it inside there as well. Fry, and I don't remember what size these are. Where is it? They're a size 9. They were very dirty, and they cleaned up very nicely. They're in really nice shape. The leather that the Fry company uses is exceptional, and their shoes normally clean up pretty nicely. So I was happy to find those sneakers. Okay, next up I have some sandals. I did pick up some sandals, guys, because I couldn't stop myself. This is the first pair in my stack here. These are Sanuk, and I picked these up because of the condition. I did find other Sanuk sandals, which I like selling. They do move for me, but these were in like new condition, and that's why I brought them home. These are a size 9 like new. You guys, these sandals are made out of yoga mats. So if you know, you know. They're incredibly comfortable. And this one has that kind of woven strap on it, just a slip-on strap. So I got those. And these I got because they're leather and they're Sam Edelman. Sam Edelman does pretty well for me. This is just a flat size 8.5 sandal. They look like this. And these will definitely sell, if not now, then they'll sell in the springtime. I'm not worried about them. They won't take up much space. This was a fun find, guys. Found some Tory Birch flats. And again, they did have a price tag on them. Goodwill wanted $60 for these shoes. So I am not surprised that they ended up in the bins. So they do have wear on them. And they had... like you can see right here, I wasn't able to clean that up. And for the most part, they cleaned up very nicely. This is a brand that sells very well if it has the big logos on it. I have found these Tory Burch flats in really, really rough shape, and they've sold very quickly. And I think it could be because of the hardware. It could be because they're Tory Burch. But I think these are called the Caroline flat. I was able to find them online, and yeah, these are a good size too. I think these are a size 9, 9.5. Where is it? It's on the back. It's on the back, and these are a size 9. So that's an awesome size. I normally find them in smaller sizes. Okay, this is a new to me brand. I have never sold this brand before, but I do own this brand, and it's a brand I really like. This is Linneo Polo. And these are a pair of black hidden wedge, perforated, can you see that perforation in the leather? Sneakers, really fun. I was happy to find these. They do have the zipper detail on the inside. I don't know how these are going to do. I did look these up, and they retailed for $139, and the comps on Poshmark suggests that I should get about $40 for these shoes. Again, I don't remember what they were called, but yeah. You want to see, let me show you that logo so you can see. This is Linneo Polo. These are sold at Nordstrom's and maybe other places. These are a size 10. I like the size as well, like adding larger sizes to my closet, but I do like that shoe. And I have another shoe that's very similar to that. We'll get there when we get there. Okay, I found Uggs. Guys, when I was at Aurora and I was picking up all these boots and the Doc Martens and whatnot, I picked up 3 pairs of Ugg boots, and one were really cute. They were kind of a blush pink quilted Ugg, which my sister Debbie decided that she wanted, so of course she got them. And I've got just a traditional pair of Uggs, and I did inspect them, and they were separating. The sole was separating. But I brought these home, and this is what they look like. So there's two of them, and these are, I think I want to call everything the Cambridge, but I don't remember what these are called. But they look like this. Now, when I looked these over, you can see right here, they have a hole in them right there. Well, there's supposed to be a belt that goes all the way around these, and I don't have the belt. I thought that these were just a cardi boot like that. This is all leather on the bottom, and then the cardigan fabric right there. But when I looked up stock photos, I discovered that they're supposed to look like this. Now, they're in decent shape for Uggs, and they do have some wrinkling, creasing on the vamp, but I do store all of my leather shoes stuffed just like this to get those creases out, so they'll look great. I don't know if it was a mistake to pick these up, but if you've been following me for a while, I did find a pair of cardi boots at the bins one time where the shoes are $1 per pair, and I left them behind because they did not have the hologram inside, and I did post that on Instagram, and I found out that those were authentic, and I also had buyers on Instagram that wanted those boots, but I left them behind, so I'm not going to do that again, especially not when my cost of goods is so great. You could wear them just like that, right? Or you could put your own ribbon or leather bit through it. Anyway, I brought those home, and those were the only Uggs I brought home. Let's switch gears, guys, and move into some more athletic style shoes, which are not my favorite, but I do pick them up, the ones that I am certain I can sell. These are a pair of Keens. These are men's Keens. They are also a size 12. This brand does really, really well for me. I don't know how they're going to, you can see there's some wear, but I don't know how these will do through the winter months, but I am confident I will be able to sell them in the springtime. So I brought those, and I got a pair of itty bitty little Keens. I think these are women's Keens, or they could be kids. These are really pretty. They're a green color. They're an outdoor water walking, hiking shoe, and these are a size 5. Again, they do show some wear on the tread, not much. Do I have rocks in there? I usually try to get the rocks out. More sandals are actually flip-flops. Debbie found these. I know that she found these because they have a teeny tiny little divot. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but there's a little divot out of it right there. These are Tevas, and they're in decent shape. They do have some toe prints in them. I scrub these. I scrub all of my flip-flops just with Dawn dish soap. You would be amazed at how dirty this rubber gets. So these are clean. These are spotless, even with the toe prints in them. Don't remember the size, and I'm sure it's small. What, US 7? No way. These are larger. That's going to be a UK 7 and a US size 9. And another pair of Tevas, and I found these. These are without divots, and these are a size 11. Let me compare the Tevas. Oh, okay, I guess there is a difference. These are a size 9. These are a size 11. These need another wipe down on the back. These are not photographed yet. But yeah, Tevas, this is a pretty decent seller for me in the springtime and summertime, around the $20 price point. Next up is a pair I really enjoy selling. Can you read it right there? These are Hoka's. These are the Hoka 1-1 running shoe. These are a woman's Stinson. Stinson is the model on these, and that's a model I've never sold before. These are not perfect, but they were in good enough shape that I decided to get them. The treads look pretty good on them, but they have some flaws. As you can see right here, there's a rip in the collar on that one. Actually, on both of the collars have a little rip on them. I found a lot of Hokas while I was in Denver, and most of them were too rough to bring home, but I did find a couple pair of Hokas at the Colorado Springs bins, and that was the beginning of this thrift trip. So I was very, very excited. And I found the Hokas in a bin that had been picked over already. So that really surprised me. And better than that, guys, they were tied together. All right, here is the first pair of Hokas. And these have been cleaned. All of the Hokas, all of the running shoes were in dirty, dirty shape. And I can even see, I still have rocks in these that need to be removed. But this is what they look like now. You can see there is a tear in the collar. That is common in running shoes, the tear in the collar. But other than that, they're in good shape. The tread it still has tread left. I mean, it's not perfect, but there is still tread and miles left on these shoes. So I brought those home. And here is, who are you? What is the name of this style? I've forgotten. These are the Bondi 6, and these are also a size 9. These are men's size 9. These are in better shape. This is what the treads look like on these. The treads, these I just don't think have as much wear on them as the other ones, but they do have a spot, and I wasn't able to get that spot out. I did do a stain treatment on them. Now, what I do with my tennis shoes and athletic shoes that are not leather, I scrub them. I scrub them with a scrub brush and wash them in the wash machine. I do let them air dry, and if there is spots or excessive dirt, I work on that, but I wasn't able to get that spot out. So that's it for my Hokas, but that's not the end of all the running shoes I have to share with you. I have these shoes here, and these were a fun find. I found so many brands in twos, and I did find 2 pairs of this brand, which you can see pretty clearly right there, Ultra. And I had tried out this shoe before. I did find this shoe, this brand, and I ran comps, and the comps looked really good. And lo and behold, it did sell pretty quickly. You can see the insoles are missing on these shoes, but that didn't stop me from buying them. Someone can put their own insoles in these shoes. These are a woman's size 9, and you can always tell these shoes because can you see how it kind of looks like a foot on the bottom of the shoe? Some of them are more pronounced. They actually look like a footprint, but these shoes are a minimalist running shoe, and they normally have a wider toe box. And so the minimalist runner is looking for these shoes. These sold pretty well for me around the $50 price point. So yeah, without the insoles, I'm not going to get as much on these, but I'm still happy I found them. And like I mentioned, here's another pair of these Ultra shoes. Now, these did not come as clean as the first pair. In fact, these have a lot more wear on them. They're still in really good shape. See how that tread actually almost resembles a footprint? That is what I look for when I see this shoe. But you can see this one does have a little bit of wear, and this is just as clean as I could get it. This one does include insoles. Now, this is a men's size 9. These are a woman's size 9. So in my mind, I think this was a husband and wife running team, and he enjoyed running a lot more than she enjoyed running. But yeah, I am still going to try to sell these shoes. I think the tread on them is in very good shape, and there are no flaws. They just look a little bit more worn than the woman's ones. I have no idea how these shoes are going to perform, but I decided to bring them home, even though they are flawed. These are kind of a sock type sneaker tennis shoe, but you can see they're that really, really soft, almost like fly knit, but these are not Nike. I'll show you right here. You might be able to see the brand right there. Shoots. Yeah, Shoots. I want to break free. You guys have seen that ad, right? It plays all the time when I am watching YouTube, and I have found this brand of shoes before, and they make lots of really sexy heels and boots and stuff. I was so surprised when I found these, but I did see that brand sticking out on that little loop, and I thought, I'm going to try these. These weigh nothing. They're very lightweight, and they are a size 7. Can you see the brand right there? I don't know. That ad was playing in my mind when I found these in the bins. And like I said, there is a little pilling or picking right there. I am not going to sweater shave that because this is an elastic type. Would you sweater shave that? I don't know. I don't want to damage the shoes. We'll see. We'll see how those go. Okay, I found, again, like I said, I was finding things in two. I'll share these together so you can see them. These are both Fit Flop sandals, and this is a brand that does very well. These are black and they're like a sequined. These are a larger size than these. These are a kind of tan colored with a gold stud on them. No, it's not a gold stud. It's actually like, it looks gold, but this is like a clear crystal. Oh, these are not Fit Flops. I'm sorry. These are Vionics. These are Vionics. I don't know why. They just look like a Fit Flop, right? So you can see why I would make that mistake. Both of these are comfort flip-flops, and both are brands that do well for me. Okay, these shoes were a super fun find. Would you have taken a second look at these? I certainly did. These are Birkenstocks, guys. And these are Birkenstocks like I have never seen before. Can you see that right there? Birkenstocks, they're a size 40, but everything checks out on them. They say they're the footprints Birkenstocks. The sole has Birch's. It's got paper towel on it, but the sole actually says Birch's on it. I did a Google Lens on these and I was not able to find this style. These are leather. They're in like new condition. I can tell they have been worn, but they're in fabulous condition. They're a really great size. These will get listed as soon as I can figure out what I have. If you have any information, please feel free to share, because I am kind of stumped on this. And yeah, I'm going to get those listed. I'm going to share those in a minute. I've got some tall boots here and I'm going to save those. This was a fun find as well. Like I told you, these remind me of the Linnea Polo shoes just a little bit, but this was a really fun find. These are Everlane, and these are a size 9. I think these are called the street shoe. I like that pointed toe, guys. That I could wear a pointed toe all the time, but they look like this, just kind of a comfort, elevated leather. This is Italian leather sneaker, slip-on sneaker, and was happy to find those. Everlane shoes do pretty well. Everlane does pretty well. I would love to find more Everlane. Okay, I'm saving those. I am saving those. This was the first pair of shoes I found at the Colorado Springs bins, and these were not in a shoe bin. These were in a clothing bin, and I said, it's meant to be. You're going home with me. These are a pair of sandals by the brand Dance Co. They're a good size too. What size are you? They're a size 42. They look like this, a leather upper in great shape. You know I did the Dance Co. Wouldn't it be embarrassing if I was doing this on camera and they actually broke? But these are in marvelous condition, guys. Marvelous condition. So even though they're a sandal, I did bring them home. We're getting into the booties. I brought home booties. I didn't find as many boots as I wish I could have found, but you get what you get when you're at the thrift stores. Nonetheless, the bins. These are a brown suede leather boot, and the brand on these is Steve Madden. These are called the Plover, P Lover maybe? They're Steve Madden. They are a size 10. They're in marvelous condition. They have been worn, but I cleaned up the bottoms, and yeah, the leather on these is beautiful. Okay, it hasn't happened yet, but I am definitely going to try these boots on before I let them go. I love the look of these boots. They're really funky. They're a stretchy wool feeling. I don't know if that's actually wool, but everything sticks to these boots. This is leather here, and these are by the brand Track, which is Track by Allegria, however you say it. I've sold this before. I sold a pair of tennis shoes by this brand, and evidently somewhere inside this shoe there is technology that will track your workouts, your steps, whatnot. I don't know anything about that, but I was able to find that information and include that in my listing for the last pair of Track by Allegria that I found. But to find a boot, and I think a really cool boot at that, with yeah, these need to go straight into a cellophane bag. But yeah, I was happy to find these, size 39. We're almost to the end. I do have a couple pair of tall boots to share with you. This is my last pair of booties. Do you know who they are? Guess the brand. I know you can probably tell who the brand is. This is actually what I was hoping to find while I was in Colorado. Lots and lots of Sorel, and it didn't disappoint. I found one pair of Sorel. You can see it right there. I don't know. Yeah, you can kind of see it if I can show you the inside. Sorel. Yeah, these are a black leather Sorel. This is a Chelsea boot. And now they did have a little wear on the toes, but it cleaned up. It's more so on this one than the other. The tread looks pretty good, but you can see on the S for the Sorel, there's a little bit more wear than the rest of it, so suggesting a little heel drag on that. These are a size 8. I think these are a size 8. I might just try those out as well, but these are for sale. Okay, now the tall boots. I don't really seek tall boots. I mean, if they come my way, I'm definitely going to take a look at them. And look at these. I wish you could feel the leather. Can you see how supple? I do have these stuffed, but the leather on these is so nice. So incredibly nice. These are, let me set one down, and these are a size 9B, and I'll show you the brand right here. You can see it, Cole Haan knee boots, tall boots, riding boots, really nice leather boots. I did polish these up. They were in desperate need of a good conditioning. So I think they look fabulous now that they're conditioned. So I am excited to find those a new home. And I have sold a very similar boot to these. I was so happy to find these. And they probably need a good brushing before I share them with you. But they look like this. These are an over-the-knee boot by Fry. Can you see it? Let's see. It's right there. Fry. Yeah, and I can't tell the color. They almost have a green tone to them, but they're a grayish taupe. Okay, just trust me on this. There is a green tint to these boots, but I have been wrong with color before, so I probably won't even list a color. Although a buyer's definitely going to want to know that these have, I'll talk to my husband and see what color he thinks they are. So there is some wear. You can see there is some wear on the heels, and the bottoms look like this. So here is where it says Fry, and that's been almost worn off, but the exterior of this boot is in fabulous condition. And I had a pair of boots, very, very similar, different color, Fry over the knee, suede boots. The leather on these is so nice. And they sold for me very quickly, so I was excited to find those in the perfect season. That is all the shoes, guys. Thank you so much for sticking around. I know this was a lot of shoes to work through. If you want more information about any of the shoes, I always leave my Poshmark Closet linked in the description box below, so check it out. Feel free. Let me know what you think about the shoes I picked up. It was so much fun finding these shoes. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't done that yet, and I'll see you in the next video. Blessings to you.